Most people quit when it hurts. The moment the pain starts, they stop. Most people slow down when they feel tired. They negotiate with weakness. They make excuses. They say, tomorrow. But champions? They don't negotiate with pain. They weaponize it. While others run from suffering, one man ran toward it. While others looked for comfort, he looked for the edge. This is not just the story of David Goggins. This is the story of a man who turned trauma into fuel, failure into strength, pain into power, beaten by life, broken by fear, overweight, depressed, average. And then he made a decision. No one is coming to save me. From that moment, there were no more excuses, no more blame, no more weakness. This is not motivation. This is war. A war against comfort. A war against laziness. A war against the weak voice inside your head. And today, you are not just watching a video. You are entering the battlefield. Today, you will learn how to suffer with purpose, how to push beyond limits, how to silence the weak version of yourself. Today, you learn how to stay hard. David Goggins was not born strong. He was born into chaos, poverty, abuse, racism. He wasn't the hero of the story. He was the kid who struggled in school, the kid with fear inside, the kid who felt small. Years later, he became overweight, nearly 300 pounds, working a normal job, living a normal life, hiding from his potential. But deep down, he knew the truth. He wasn't tired. He was weak. And one night, he looked in the mirror. No excuses, no lies, just one sentence. No one is coming to save you. That was the moment the victim died, and the warrior was born. After that night in the mirror, everything changed. David Goggins made a decision. Not a wish, not motivation, a decision. In just 3 months, he lost over 100 pounds. No magic diet, no personal trainer, no shortcuts, just discipline. He ran when it hurt. He trained when he was exhausted. He pushed when his lungs were burning. Every morning before work, every night after work, while others were sleeping, he was suffering. He wasn't trying to feel good. He was trying to become dangerous. His goal? Navy SEAL training, one of the hardest military programs in the world. But losing weight was only the beginning. Hell Week came. No sleep, freezing water, broken bodies, men quitting all around him. And he failed. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Think about that. Most people quit after one failure. He came back 3 times. Why? Because average people quit when it hurts. Savage people adapt. Each failure made him harder. Each setback made him smarter. Pain stopped being an enemy. Pain became information. Suffering became training. Every time his body said stop, he answered with, one more mile, one more rep, one more step. And slowly, the overweight, insecure man disappeared. A warrior replaced him. This wasn't a physical transformation. It was mental rebirth. He didn't just lose weight. He killed weakness. At some point in his journey, David Goggins realized something powerful. Your body is not the problem. Your mind is. So he created a weapon. He called it the cookie jar. What is the cookie jar? It's a mental storage of victories. Every painful workout you survived, every exam you passed, every rejection you overcame, every time life tried to break you, and you didn't break. Most people remember their failures. Goggins remembers his wins. When he feels like quitting, when the pain gets heavy, when his body screams stop, he reaches into the cookie jar and pulls out proof. Proof that he has suffered before. Proof that he has survived worse. Proof that he is stronger than this moment. He tells himself, if I survive that, I can survive this. That is mental toughness. It's not motivation. Motivation fades. It's not hype. Hype disappears. It's discipline under pressure. It's memory used as fuel. But then comes something even deeper. The 40% rule. Goggins says, when you think you're done, you're only at 40%. Let that sink in. When you feel tired, when you feel like quitting, when your mind says, I can't, you are not finished. You are barely starting. Your brain is designed to protect you. It wants comfort. It wants safety. It wants easy. So it lies. It says, this is enough. But growth does not live in comfort. Growth lives in discomfort. beyond the pain, beyond the doubt, beyond the voice telling you to stop. The cookie jar reminds you who you are. The 40% rule reminds you what you're capable of. Together, they make you dangerous. Because once you understand that your limits are fake, fear loses power, excuses lose power, weakness loses power, and you realize something. You were never tired. You were just untested. David Goggins says, callus your mind. Think about your hands. When you lift weights, when you work hard, blisters form. It hurts. But if you keep going, the skin hardens. It becomes stronger. Pain created protection. Your mind works the same way. Right now, your mind is soft in the areas you avoid. The alarm rings, you hit snooze. Someone disrespects you, you stay silent. You're tired, you quit. You're scared, you procrastinate. That softness is not personality. It's untrained mental muscle. Avoiding pain makes you fragile. Facing pain makes you powerful. Every time you choose the hard option, you build mental calluses. Cold showers, not because they're trendy, but because they're uncomfortable. Early mornings, not because you feel like it, but because discipline lives there. Hard workouts, even when no one is watching. Uncomfortable conversations, saying what needs to be said. Studying when your brain wants entertainment. Working when others scroll. That is how you callus your mind. And here's the truth. You don't become unstoppable overnight. You become unstoppable by winning small battles daily. Every time you don't quit, you send a message to your brain. I am in control. And slowly, the weak voice inside you becomes quieter. The strong voice becomes louder. Until one day, pain doesn't scare you anymore. It excites you. Because you understand something most people never learn. Comfort keeps you average. Discomfort builds you into something dangerous. So the question is not, can you do it? The question is, are you willing to suffer for it? Callus your mind and watch your life change. David Goggins didn't become great because he was talented. He became great because he refused to quit. When life pushed him down, he pushed back harder. No excuses. No blaming others. No waiting for the perfect moment. No shortcuts. He chose suffering over comfort. He chose discipline over pleasure. You have two choices in life. Stay soft or stay hard. The world will not get easier. Pain will not disappear. But you can become stronger than the pain. Remember this. The person you want to become is hiding behind the work you are avoiding. Behind the early mornings. Behind the discipline. Behind the struggle. This is not just a story. This is your wake-up call. Now go. Push harder. Stay hard. If you want more stories that inspire, like this video, subscribe to join the Greatness File community, and comment below, who should we cover next?